Repeat the question. I'm like, I forgot it already.
The way we work out disagreements is.
The way we work out disagreements is two of us go to counseling.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I like to add cilantro and jalapeño.
What is this? Queso Oaxaca.
This is called cochinita pibil. Y este plato se ve fatal. Cheers.
I feel like with Jessica and Erica, that got to a point where like they needed a third party to come in and help them communicate with each other. So I feel like going to this therapist has helped them actually listen to each other.
Therapy has helped Erica and Jessica resolve some family disputes. But now, a new challenge faces the Martinez sisters. Their beloved mother is suffering from lung issues, and the prognosis is serious.
She's been dealing with some, sorry.
It's just been hard. Just because you see her and she doesn't feel good and she's scared. But we're trying to stay strong and optimistic, but worst case scenario, she has to go on the transvascus, which that won't be very cool.
I got it, Mommy. You sit down. I got it, Mommy. I promise.
We have a long road ahead of recovery for her, and it's a very scary time because, you know, I just can't even imagine our life without her, our kids' life without Grandma.
Our mom is our life. She does everything for us. So me taking that role as in like taking care of Mom first and trying to do that and work full-time is pretty stressful, but there's nothing else that we can do.
But work must go on. Erica was finally able to close the loan with credit score issues.
So the credit score never went up, and we already had pushed the closing a week. We basically went to our original investor that we were going to go with, flipped the loan around, and re-underwrote the file in a different program, and were able to keep the same rate for the client, and we closed it successfully that way. So we just had to pivot.
But then, the sisters received some unwelcome news about their mother.
Her pulmonologist ran a bunch of tests. So they have determined that the best route for her is to get a lung transplant. So it's scary and it's super hard, and it's a sad time for the Martinez sisters for sure.
For the 3M team, life and work intersect in unpredictable ways. Their boss, John Tobias, has experienced tough times before.
Team, I know we're going through a shift. I know we're in a tough season, but you got to stay positive every single day. Think about the activities that you can continue doing, because those that aren't going to continue with their daily disciplines, when this thing shifts, are going to fall behind. And I mean that sincerely. Our best years we ever had were coming out of a shift like this, when people weren't doing the things they needed to do. They're expecting the phone to ring. They weren't getting face-to-face. They weren't making the prospecting calls. They weren't making relationships. And when things started to shift, the people that were getting the phone calls. And the people that didn't were falling behind and got out of the business. So you just got to keep doing what you're doing, even when you're having a tough day and you don't want to do it. When you do it, I promise you it'll pay off.
Back in Indianapolis, Austin Smith and his team have been working on a challenging loan for nearly 2 months. Finally, the end is in sight.
So we probably had 7 to 8 different obstacles that we truly had to overcome that were not your normal obstacles. The husband had sent a text that just said, "I'm out, like, I'm not going forward, we're done, keep our money, this is stupid."
Well, I appreciate you reaching out, and I'm sorry to hear you're frustrated.
And you're like, "Hey, I know we're still in this, but stick with me. I know you want to pull out, but we want you to become a homeowner and you want to become a homeowner, so please bear with me. It's not anything that we can anticipate at this time, but we're very close to the end.
He doesn't text me anymore. It's like we're not friends anymore.
I think that's part of the frustration with homeowners in this sense is that I have no tangible date or deadline because I'm not the one making decisions. So I called her, sent a group text, said, hey guys, we're clear to close. And he said, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure.
I'll hug him one day. It'll be okay.
But he's a homeowner now, so it's good. It's good. We haven't talked since I went to Madison. Our branch is in a good position. If we're not the most profitable branch, we would be second. You know, continue to stay focused on the things that we can control, which is not rates, but it is activity and continuing to do those income producing things. I don't know when it'll get better, and it's a great time to get some market share. The good thing about being here is that we have money, Fairway does, and not a lot of places do. I fully expect there to be significant market shrinkage in the next 90 days. And there will be realtors getting out, there will be builders slowing down, there will be lenders closing their doors, and that's not going to be us.
So coming from our previous company, I made a statement to the owner of that company, and I said, you know, my biggest struggle is every day I pick up my sword and I don't fight the market and I don't fight my competition. I fight my underwriting department. So when we came to Fairway, our first few approvals, we were like, wow, is that it? That's all? That's all you need? I mean, it was so crazy because there were so many overlays in our previous company, and Fairway just doesn't have those. How often do you get to be in the same room with two underwriters, right? And it's so easy to talk to our underwriters. Our loan officers can pick up the phone and call our underwriters.
And there's always open lines of communication.
Yes, that's a huge
You know,
part.
you can call us, we can call you, we can
Yes.
talk it through, walk through a loan,
Yes.
get it done.
And that's the thing that I feel that underwriting for Fairway is the partnership versus that adversarial, how can we kill this deal?
Accessible, collaborative, helpful, and partners. Those are really the four things that I guess sum up the essence of underwriting here at Fairway.
It's not an us versus them, it's a we. I've worked at companies where it was an us versus them, you're here, they're there. It's actually amazing, and it's a breath of fresh air for the underwriters as well.
Got a call from a listing agent, and she was distraught because she had a transaction falling apart and the buyer had been denied at the last moment. The listing agent, her last resort was to call me. The difficulty that the other lenders had was that he had sold his business, so that income wasn't on the table. He had retirement funds, but had never withdrawn any money because he was flush with cash. So they had no way to calculate an income stream going forward, which is required for any loan approval. Well, I was perplexed on how to do it, but the branch that I was new with here said, hey, just reach out to Ask Underwriting or the scenario desk and pitch the facts and see what they can come up with. It was within an hour that I got a response, and they said, you know, if he's got qualified retirement accounts, we can structure that with a written plan of regular disbursements. And so I was so happy to get an approval for that buyer. It saved the day for him, saved the day for two realtors, and just cemented a strong relationship with two realtors and a buyer. It was just amazing, and it just blew my socks off that we were able to do that loan.
One Fairway motto is, it's not about the loans we do, it's about the hearts we change and the people we help. In addition to the nonprofit AWI that helps those with a military service background, Fairway Cares serves families experiencing stress or crisis.
Our mission of Fairway Cares is to really be a source of encouragement and love to those that are facing critical illness, loss of a loved one, or have sustained physical trauma. Any employee can request a package. It can be for anyone. It could be for a friend, a family member, a coworker, a client.
I lost my husband about a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half ago, and my family here at my office here in Garland sent me a Fairway Cares package. And when I tell you that it came at the exact right moment and had the exact stuff in it that I needed, it had the softest blanket that I have ever seen in my life. And it just kind of wraps you in Fairway love. All the other goodies, it's like they were handpicked for me and my family. And it is such a blessing to be part of something that does that for people that are going through something.
I can't fathom doing this business right now in the season that we're in without a company like Fairway. We know that Fairway has made the smart decisions to stay strong. We know that Fairway cares about the street. And so I'm so grateful for Fairway and the smart decisions they've made in the past to stay solid, and they continue to make those wise decisions.
There's business out there. Every market has business for the people willing to do the work.
I want to go over this list and like maybe we can divide and conquer.
See? I can read a room.
I want to hear some excitement. I want to hear somebody tell me something good.
The work is actually going and getting the business. When rates go up, it actually gives opportunities for people to help educate agents, help educate referral partners, and how financing can help sell houses.
We know where our holes are.
Get creative and look at all options available.
This is the time to buy.
But yeah, if you don't write it down or shoot for it or put it into existence, it'll never get there. So I don't want us to forget how successful we've been, even when we don't have a good week or a good month.
Way more difficult right now to be a loan officer because every deal is hard.
Just good reminders of how impactful we have already been.
We fought every single day.
There's been so many challenges.
Don't let nothing between you.
I know your strengths and you know my strengths and my weaknesses.
Go team.
We are at the best place to navigate this. I fully believe it.
It's not necessarily easy, but that's what's easy, that's good.